Talia Santos would like to hear from her husband, Gabriel. Strange that, because this little talisman here, this four guardian angels talisman, amulet, she would say, it has the four guardian angels there: Gabriel, Michael, Ariel and Raphael, strangely enough. So we'll put those there. They of course guard the front, the rear, the left and the right. They are your four guardians, aren't they? We'll just place that. It's just that there, just so it's okay. We're using the Konxari cards, and we'll use these mediumship cards also. Konxari, the word Konxar is Egyptian for talking to the dead. We'll just move these mediumship cards to the side here, temporarily. And what we're going to do now, we're going to ask Gabriel for his presence. Think of Konxari cards, unlike tarot, where tarot and runes and things like that they do readings for us, whereas the Konxari cards do readings for them. If you understand. So no further ado, Talia, it's Christmas Eve. I suppose it's when we miss them the most, I suppose, to some degree. When they're not here, we remember previous Christmases, I suppose, that we enjoyed together and whatever, and of course they're not here. But let's just, for a moment, bring the two worlds together for Christmas Eve, shall we? So let's just see what's going on, and of course whenever you're watching this, you'll be able to maybe just spend another Christmas with Gabriel. Let's see if he can make himself known and see what he's got to tell us through these cards. We'll shuffle them, and as we shuffle, we just simply say, Spirit of Gabriel, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Gabriel, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Gabriel, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Gabriel, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Gabriel, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Gabriel, through these cards and move among us. Blessed be to Gabriel and all absent friends. And we just cut the deck there, and where the deck splits is thought to be where it's at its strongest point, maybe. Let's just get these Konxari cards now, and we're going to now deal them out in a very special way, a diagram. So what we're going to do, we'll just put these mediumship cards here. These mediumship cards, by the way, have pre-written messages on them. I always call it a phrase book for the other side, in the sense of the card that the spirit chooses, and spirit places and manipulates the cards for us and puts them in place. The message that is given may not be word for word that the spirit on the other side would do, but nevertheless it's the nearest thing we've got, I suppose. We'll just leave those there for now though, and then we'll probably give them a little shuffle in just a moment. But for now we're going to be dealing out these cards, these Konxari cards. What we do, we deal out some for the Santa here. Just about that. I put those two together. I'll show you in a moment why. They should be a bit further apart than that, but I'll just show you why in a moment. It's just a temporary measure actually while we're just dealing them out. So we just place them here, and then we go. When we've done those four, we then go round in a circle here. 5, 6, just a moment, 6. That amulet's just in the way there, Gabriel's amulet, as you would say. So we'll just pop it just a bit further that way, I think, and then we can just get that round the corner there, as you would say. Yeah. 7, 8, then we go 9, 10, 11 and 12. Now we've got these 12 cards here, as you can see, but there's something we have to do now, which is very important at this point. We have to make sure that we do not flip the north, the south, the east and the west cards, these 4 cards here. You can leave them in, just make sure you don't flip them, but just for safety's sake, just to prevent any accidental flipping, as you would say, what we do, we remove them. And we have to do this because we must never see these cards. We must never see them. We do this out of respect for we do it out of respect for the dead, as we could so call them. We do it out of respect for spirit. We do it out of respect for Gabriel. So we remove these 4 cards here. And when we've got them there, make sure we don't see them, and we just place them under the deck like that. And then normally we place the deck, I usually put it there, but just for the sake of argument, we'll just place it up, just up there, up that top there. And now we can now not rearrange, but just neaten these cards up here. And I was telling you about the ones in the middle, these 2 in the middle, and that's just because now we can just configure that there and just bring them out like that. So we've got this cross, this like cross shape here, and then of course these 4 here, nice there. Right then, so let me wet my whistle, and we'll see what we're going on here. What's going on here? We'll see what's happening. Now, of course, these cards have been placed here and given us by Gabriel. So we thank you, Gabriel, for your presence, and we thank you for the message that we're about to reveal. And we just really now have to just take a look at the cards to see what they are, and to see what message or what reading for this really is Gabriel's reading, isn't it? That's what we're doing really. Sometimes I shuffle these cards directly after, but we'll shuffle them in a moment. These mediumship cards, just leave them under there, underneath where you are there. So the first card that was dealt was this one, wasn't it? We went that one, that one, that one, that one, and then we went round, but of course we had to remove some, so it's that one, that one, that one, and then that one. So the first one is this card here. So we'll get this card, and we'll just get that, and we'll just show you. We'll just flip that nice and slow, not to disturb the energy, and we'll just see what card that is. There. It's just a bit upside down, so we'll just bring it round for you and just show you that card. And the card is boy. There. Notice we've got letters and numbers on there, so you've got the letter A and other symbols there as well. When we've finished, we can probably arrange these letters and numbers here to see if there's a message, a hidden message from Gabriel to you, Talia, so we can see if you'll probably know the message more than anybody. So maybe a bit like an anagram game a bit later on, won't it? Something for Christmas, I suppose you could say, a Christmas puzzle from Gabriel. We thank you, Gabriel, for your presence, and we just now see that we've got boy, something to do with a boy, of course, naturally. But is this Gabriel when he was a boy, or is there a boy right now affecting in some way? At this point I can't quite get any anything from this at the moment. I can't feel anything from this at the moment, sadly. So what we'll do, we'll pull out the next card and see if this marries up to it, ties up to it, if we can sort of get anything from that, maybe. Let's just see what that one is. That's upside down as well, always the way, isn't it? Cryptic. Well, there's a thing for you. A symbol of the sun and the letter E. I'll just show you that one there. That's about right, isn't it, for what we've just discovered there? Cryptic. It seems as though I get a funny feeling as though the messages that you may be receiving from Gabriel in certain ways, or either from other mediums, or just as you're pottering around the house and you may hear a tap or a knock or something, or any messages that you think are from him are a touch mysterious. I suppose that could be easy to sort of easy conclusion to come to, couldn't it, really? But there is nevertheless notice there's a candle here, a candle burning. Well, I'm looking onto that picture of that candle, I don't know. I've got a funny feeling as though maybe you do light a candle for him. Maybe at Christmas, of course. It's any occasion. It's handy to I suppose, just light a candle in memory, but we always use an asked for flame, don't we? Spirit of light, we ask for your presence for the purpose of guidance, healing and protection, in memory of all absent friends, or in memory of Gabriel in this case, or whatever it is you do there, and it's just nice to have a bit of a presence, as you would say. But there's a boy. I don't know if when you light this candle, I don't know if this boy is affected by it. If you when you light a candle in Gabriel's memory, a boy here is affected by it when he sees the candle. I suppose all children get excited, don't they, when they see anything like that, or it's something a bit of fun, isn't it, lighting a candle, and we all use electric lights. But laughing and joking apart, there maybe he somehow maybe goes silent, and maybe he somehow knows and senses something from that. I don't know. Well, I'm suddenly thinking that. I don't know why. I want to now pull out the next card here. It's this one here, isn't it? Because we've just given the Santa first. These here. So we'll get this card here and see if this has anything to offer. See if Gabriel's got anything to tell us here. That may be of some interest. That's just on its side there. As you can see, cellar, down in the cellar. I don't know what that is, but the letter R, and I suppose other sort of alchemy symbols and things like that. Down in the cellar. I don't know if you have a cellar, or if there is a place sort of down underground or something that may hold a key to something. Maybe the boy likes going down there, or not necessarily, I suppose, a cellar, but certainly some sort of storage space. It might be a cubby hole somewhere outdoors, but it's this sort of says a cellar anyway. Of course, what's down there, I don't know. There's darkness down there, isn't there, when you look down there, of course. So it's all dependent upon on that, but maybe that's what it is. Maybe Gabriel's just saying down there is darkness, up here is light. Where you light the candle is where I feel most comfortable. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but nevertheless, a lot of cryptic things, a lot of mysterious energy is going on, knocking around right now. Maybe things that are happening, a bit of a mystery to you. Maybe messages given by other mediums, if you sought them, that don't make sense or don't appear to make sense at first hand. Maybe, I don't know if that's what it is. But certainly here, as you know, the boy is affected by what's down the cellar. maybe the boy is afraid of going down there, or afraid of going into that storage space, like a cubby hole, or as you say, under the stairs, as you call it. There's a cupboard under the stairs, or you call it under the stairs. Like maybe it's that. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. It seems very strange, isn't it? That maybe this, of course, will mean more to you than it will us. And of course, it may have meant something. It will have meant something to, for certain. It will have meant something to Gabriel, and that's why he's pointing it out. Maybe he's down there, or his energy is down there, or something. I don't know. Maybe there's something of his down there in the cellar, or something stored there of his. Don't know. Maybe the candle that you burn, the candlestick holder was his, or something. I don't know. It's all a bit mysterious at the moment, even to me, I'm afraid. Sorry about that, Gabriel, but let's just see what else you've got to offer us with this next card here. Let's just turn that over, and we'll just rotate that. And that says woman. And like the Ankh, the Egyptian Ankh symbol, and the letter S. I'll just show you that there. I don't know what this is. I get a funny feeling now. I'm just looking at it now, sort of getting a feeling from it, and maybe I'll just place it there where it goes, or where it's come from. And of course, a woman, of course, maybe a woman affected. Maybe this woman could be even you, even. I don't know. But there's a boy and a woman involved. Notice how they're like together there, where they're connected to something cryptic, something mysterious, that may be down the cellar. But maybe the woman knows what's down there, but the boy is afraid of going there. I don't know. But the woman, I get a funny feeling as though he's pointing. When we say woman here, he means you. I think. Talia, I think he means you. Of course, you're his wife, so of course that will be understandable. Let's just see what the few other cards have got to offer as well, to see what else is. Because remember, it's sort of in a compass sort of direction, isn't it? Or a compass sort of layout. And if you think about it, maybe the cellar is literally due west from where you are, or wherever this energy point is, underground energy point is. And the
Sorry, I don't know that one.
That was Alexa. Alexa, be quiet. Sorry about that. What I'll do, I'll just press that button on Alexa so she doesn't make any more noise. How's that? She's gone red, so she won't make any more noise. Sorry about that. Mainly sorry to you, Gabriel, for just that rude interruption by Alexa. We can say it as many times as we want now because she won't interfere. The woman here, of course, we were going just on about the compass star actions, and maybe the woman is due east, maybe you east from wherever this is all sort of centralised around this cryptic energy is due south. Maybe you like the candle due south. Maybe, of course, if it's a feng shui sort of thing, or tong shui as you would pronounce it, then of course due south is the back door, isn't it? Because your front door is classed as north, even though it might be pointing south or whichever way it points. But of course, from a true sort of north, south, east, west, southerly, of course, the candle that you place may be southerly for some strange reason. Let's now pick out this card here before we were rudely interrupted by a robot, as you would say. Let's just now rotate this card here. Oh, it's come up the right way for you. Lost. Yes, and the letter G with an arrow pointing. We'll see which way that arrow points when we place it back down here. We'll just pop it there like that. Where it came. Yes, the arrow is pointing to, of course, my left as I'm viewing it, pointing this way towards, of course, southeast toward the woman, away from the boy toward the woman. Lost. Something is lost. Southeast. So maybe would this card have something? If it's pointing sort of, you could sort of imagine if it's sort of like that and pointing to that card there. But then we'd have to see what that one was instead, wouldn't we? So that's a bit cheating, really, isn't it? With that. So we'll just place that back there, just for a moment, and we'll just see what this card is. See, given it's near the woman and the cryptic energy, where maybe you light your candle and whatever. Let's just see what this one is. Ooh, light. There's an interesting one. Light and the number 7. So there, that's an interesting card, isn't it? Light, the light. Pointing toward the light, of course, maybe something lost, although the light is, of course, southeasterly, as you would say in this diagram, of course, as you could say. What's going on here, I wonder? Something lost anyway. Of course, Gabriel seems as if he's saying he's lost. Maybe lost in the darkness, I don't know. What, in down the cellar or something. There's something down there lost. I don't quite know what this is about. But certainly the boy knows something about it. Maybe the boy may be afraid of going out, going down the cellar or wherever. But either way, the arrow points toward the lost, points towards the woman, as if maybe Gabriel is lost without the woman, maybe, or the woman is lost, maybe if it's sort of pointing sort of like that. Well, it's there, isn't it? But it's pointing in that direction, isn't it? Toward the woman, and maybe the light as well. The woman who shines in the light. Gabriel, are you saying that you are lost and you want to be taken to the light? You want to be, or are you saying you are in the light but nevertheless lost without Talia? There's two ways of viewing that, isn't it? But of course, when Talia lights that candle in memory of you there, Gabriel, of course you know that the light will shine. The light of love. It's the light that's in all of us, isn't it, Gabriel? If that means, if that's any consolation to you. But I want to see what this card is here. I want to see what energies sort of southwesterly, as you would say. There. Fire. And the colour red, and the number 4. Let's just take a look at that. And that is fire. With a match, isn't it? It's like somebody struck a match and there's a match burning there. So straight away we've got a source of fire and a source of a light there as well. Both emit light, don't they? Fire and the light. I don't know what the fire is, if that means anything. Of course, from a symbolic point of view, fire is energy, isn't it? So maybe there is energy sort of southwesterly by the cellar, maybe by the cellar or in the cellar, where that cryptic energy is, where the boy is afraid of going, maybe, I don't know. But the boy seems to be either lost, or Gabriel seems to be lost. He feels lost without the woman, maybe, or the woman, whoever the woman is. I think we know who it is, don't we, Talia? But either way, Gabriel is saying I'm lost. I do, as if I'm saying I'm lost. But the light is there. I can see the light, Talia, but I'm still lost. Usually you'd think I'd have to be in the darkness to be lost, but even though I can see the light, and although I am in the light there, when you light that candle, you'll see my light, my love, my light of love will burn in that. As you light the candle and you ask for the flame of the Spirit of light, will manifest itself as a flame, as fire. There, maybe that's the manifestation, the physical manifestation of the Spirit of light that Gabriel is in, but nevertheless lost. You'd think he'd be lost in the darkness, but nevertheless he's lost. I just originally thought then maybe he needed help toward the light, but I got a funny feeling as though he is in the light, and when you light the candle, it's a physical manifestation of that light that he's in, but nevertheless he still feels lost, don't you, Gabriel, to some degree. But there's something down that cellar. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what's down there, but the boy, I get a feeling there's a boy who's afraid of going down there. Nevertheless, I don't know what is. Now, we're going to pull out this final card here to see what this energy is, and let's just rotate that, just flip that nicely there. Closet, and the letter D. I don't know. Of course, as I said, the letters and numbers and things, we can try and join together and make an anagram and see if you can join the letters together, if they make words like numbers of house numbers or birth dates or anything of that nature. I don't know. Let's just see what this is about then. The closet there, I don't know what that's about. I got a feeling as though with it being next to the boy, the cellar might be next to the closet. I got a funny feeling as though the cellar is northwesterly from the westerly cellar there. I don't know. I'm just assuming because of the directions here, but the arrow there is pointing this way toward the light. That's he's lost in the light, although in the light he's still lost. I'm lost. Talia is saying I'm lost. Back to this again, this closet. I don't know if there's something in that closet that needs to be investigated further. If there's something of his that you keep there, or maybe there's something of his that you keep down the cellar, I don't know. Or there's something that he didn't like that was down the cellar, or something, I don't know. That's why the boy won't go down there. Maybe you won't, maybe the woman won't go down there. But there's a woman involved here and a boy involved. And of course, one could assume that that's the mother and son or something like that, couldn't you? You could assume that. That's just what I'm thinking, but of course it could be anybody really. It's just the fact that there is a boy who is afraid of going down that cellar, and of course evil there with the boy, the bricks saying evil. I don't know if there's some evil or negative, not so much evil, but certainly negative attachment into the closet and the cellar, certainly. I want to now see if there's a message from him with these mediumship cards, Spirit of Gabriel. We just ask for your continual presence, and we ask that you manipulate these cards, that you commune with us through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Gabriel, we just ask that you commune with us through these mediumship cards and move among us. With a message for this Christmas Eve, for Talia there. If you'd like to commune with us through these cards and move among us. Blessed be to Gabriel and all absent friends, and we'll just get this deck here and just pop it over there, just so you can see it, and we'll just pull out 3 cards. I normally pull out 3 cards at first, just to see what happens. If any more come out, if we feel like any more coming out, then they will. If they don't, they won't. Let's just see what's going on here. He's just saying, really, Talia, if I had only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. I don't know what this is about. Maybe this is the light that he needs. I originally thought he needed help toward, but I got a funny feeling you are in that light, Gabriel, and you're just lost without your guiding light, the woman who is your guiding light, maybe. But nevertheless, we can't rule out the fact or the theory that he may be lost and needing help towards the light. We can't rule that one out, can we? I suppose it's nice to think that he's in the light, yes, but still lost. But when you light the candle, the energy of the flame of the fire southwesterly may sort of, I don't know, there's something to do with this cellar and this closet. I don't know what's going on in there. We mentioned a closet before, didn't we? I sort of mentioned like an outhouse or under the stairs, the cupboard under the stairs, or a cupboard or something. So maybe that's what that is. Maybe that's what the closet is next to the cellar. I don't know, but there seems to be something going on here, doesn't there? But certainly, if this type of card here in this mediumship deck, I tend to sort of call it a benefit of hindsight is a wonderful thing card. You know, if only I'd have lived differently. I tell you, that's what he's saying. Let's just see what else he's got to say here. A bit like a beginning, middle and end, or a this, that and the other sort of thing in a way, isn't it, when we pull out this other. He's just saying we've been together in dreams. So although I've got my regrets there, Talia, I wish I'd lived a bit differently, but nevertheless we've been together in dreams. Maybe I don't know what that's thrown me. That has completely thrown me. Just a bit there. We've been together in dreams, but nevertheless that's how he communicates with you, because of course maybe if the candle flickers or something like that, he's just letting you know from a physical point of view with the fire. He uses fire to communicate in the sense that the candle there. So maybe that is a link to that, isn't it? In that way. Although it's cryptic, although it is mysterious in the way he communicates, nevertheless he's using that as his channel or his vehicle to communicate with you there. Yes, a lot of regrets we know there. I suppose we can all wish we'd lived differently. Join the club at Christmas time. I think we overindulge as well, don't we? But of course this Christmas he's with us in another way, isn't it? But he's just saying he's lost, although either in the light and lost, or need guiding toward the light, maybe. Notice that arrow there is pointing toward these cards, strangely enough. Maybe he's sort of saying, I wish I'd lived better. We've been together in dreams. I'm lost, but we are together in dreams, and I'm okay. I was lost. Maybe saying I was lost, and that's why I wish I'd lived differently, because I was a bit lost. I don't know. Let's just see what this final card is. We might pull another one out if we feel another one coming out. I don't know. That one is he's just saying I watch over you every day. So although I wished I'd lived differently, we all suppose do that, don't we? We've been together in dreams, tell you, and I watch over you every day. Pointing toward that sort of direction toward the woman, or not exactly, because it should be like that if it was doing that, but that sort of way in the light. I'm in the light. Either I'm in the light, but nevertheless I'm lost. I still sort of hear this sort of voice in the distance, is like an echoing saying, but I'm lost, but nevertheless, as you light the candle, you can find me a bit. You can find me, and maybe there's something, as I say, the boy is afraid of either down the cellar, that closet, or there's something where he is afraid of something and doesn't know why. But he is aware when the candle is lit. He is aware of what's going on. Maybe because you share it with him and whatever. I don't know. I really don't know. Somehow now, this is the point where I now feel another mediumship card just coming out, just to sort of try and see what may be going on here. Just the one, just there, and he's just saying, Talia, my death was painless. Please don't worry or hold on to guilt. He's using that card just to convey the fact that there was no suffering in that sense. So don't you go blaming yourself or anything like that. But nevertheless, I'm lost. I'm lost, Talia. But nevertheless, I'm lost. There's something. What this is, I don't know. But he's finding it hard to convey why he's lost or whatever. I sort of either feel he's either not in the light and he's lost and he wants to go toward the light, or he's in the light but he's nevertheless lost without the woman and the boy. Maybe he's lost. He's the loser. You think you've lost. Well, when we lost Gabriel, it's never been right since we lost Gabriel. But you have to remember, in a way, Gabriel's lost you as well, hasn't he? But then again, if we all know where everybody is, we know that Gabriel is in the light in the summer lands, or at least toward the light, can see the light, and can see it when you light the candle, and he makes his presence known physically, his physical manifestation. That is Gabriel. The fire itself is Gabriel, because if you ask for the spirit of light and you ask for his presence to be there, he will be there and as manifest in the form of a physical flame. So spirit will be manifest in the physical form, and that's nevertheless, when you think of that, is he really lost? If you know where they are they really lost? He knows where you are. Is he really lost? But he's lost. He just feels lost as well, as if he's lost out maybe, or he's lost you as well. So there are maybe two grieving here, but nevertheless he's in spirit, all knowing, all wise, and he's just trying to put over that point to you to try and make you, or help you understand in what way he can still communicate from the spirit world to you. And it looks as though he does use the flame. And the light. Maybe the light does flicker. Maybe literally the light will flicker. I don't know. The electric light may flicker. Maybe he does use light from the physical sort of flame, the naked flame, to the electric light as well. Maybe. But it's a cryptic sort of thing in the sense you don't know what he means. He can't use Morse code with it, so you can't read it and sort of send a message to you. But he's speaking to us now, isn't he? Aren't you, Gabriel? You're speaking to us. You're just saying, yes, okay, you're lost, but we probably feel lost as well in that sense. But it's Christmas time, it's Christmas Eve, and you're here with us, just conveying this message that yes, maybe we could have lived differently, but nevertheless we're watching over you, Talia, watching over his wife every day, aren't you, Gabriel? Angel Gabriel, of course, messenger of God or whatever, it's translated, I think. But nevertheless, just remembering that he just wants you to know that his death was painless. Don't hold on to guilt. Don't blame yourself, Talia, and that's just the way. Of course, the point of death, of course, was pain. So I feel just one more card coming out here. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm going on too much or something like that, and it's just dragging on. And I just feel another one to sort of change the vibration a bit. He's just saying the earth is our school, and I suppose that's it, isn't it, Gabriel? The fact that yes, you've got some regrets, you wish you'd lived differently, but the earth is our school. We learn here, and then when we get into the spirit world, we can I suppose develop to move on again, reincarnate or whatever that is. So he's watching over you every day, he's telling you that he's watching over you every day. Don't you feel guilty about anything? And of course, the earth is our school. So whilst you are here, life is for the living, isn't it? Really, Gabriel, as we know, and you're living as well. You're just living in spirit, of course. But the earth, on the earthly plane, the earth is our school where we learn. So maybe he's pointing, although he's lost, he feels as though he's lost out here or something maybe. The earth is our school nevertheless, he's saying. And the woman there next to, I suppose that means anything, but of course I do somehow feel the light and the candle flicker. Candles flicker anyway because of the wind blowing it or the air pressure or whatever. Anyway, but nevertheless, I think now that this is, we will have to wind down with this now. So Gabriel has tried to make himself present in the best way he can. I've just found it a bit difficult to understand maybe some of this, but maybe that's the cryptic side of it, isn't it, Gabriel, in the sense that we've all got to sort of play the same game really, to that degree, so it's we're all in it together really, I suppose, but it's just the fact he's saying you're lost and the arrow pointing toward, maybe even toward the camera there, he's pointing toward the camera, isn't he? Lost. I'm lost. What? I don't know. That could mean anything, couldn't it, really? But the arrow seems to be pointing sort of southeasterly, correction, where the light is southeasterly. So maybe, if it's an electric light that flickers, maybe that's what he's trying to say. I'm lost. Flicker, flicker. I'm lost. I don't know. But nevertheless, he does manifest himself in a physical form through the candle that you light there. So keep lighting that candle, and with it being Christmas, of course, just keep one for the festive season. Why don't you? And you just never know. You might not be the only one there. And so, but other than that, then, as I say, we're winding down now, aren't we? So what we'll do, we'll place the rest of the deck just over these messages, this message card here, the mediumship cards there, and just before we clear them down, and do that later on in my own sort of time, meditative time, what we're going to now do, finally, is we're just going to gather these cards up here like this. I usually do it in reverse order to how they were dealt, and then it's only because I do tarot cards that way. And then just in front here, Talia, what we're going to do is just lay out these cards for you with the messages on. So I'll just pop the talisman there, and we'll just start to see what we've got here. So you tell me when you get your letter A, got letter A, get your pen out and write this down now. We've got the letter A. We've got the letter E. The letter E. That's Alpha Echo, and then Romeo, or R, the letter R. And the letter S for Sierra. There. And then what else have we got? Ooh, the letter G for Golf. The number 7, we've got a number 7. Number 7. And a number 4. Is it 74 or 47? I don't know. Is there another number? No, there's a letter D. A letter D. Just there, look. So that's your layout there. If that means anything to you, if there's anything there, you can probably write all those down and jumble them about a bit to see what we may have. So all the best for the festive period, and that's the cryptic message, I suppose you could say, that Gabriel is leaving for you for Christmas. So enjoy, and maybe if we're drawn or any other time, we can probably get in touch again sometime. But for now, we know that love is the law. Love is the bond. Merry did we meet, merry do we part. And merry may we meet again. Blessed be to Gabriel and all absent friends.